Mayor Justin Bibb delivered his first State of the City address last night, and in his speech, he took credit for the launching of new conversations around the waterfront development. He said safety remains his top priority, and he acknowledged his missteps, including the city's poor response to that snowstorm we saw back on MLK Day. He also introduced a concept to rebuild Cleveland as, quote, a 15-minute city. Sarah Shookman is here to explain what that means. Sarah, good afternoon to you. What exactly does that mean, 15-minute city?
Well, Jay, Cleveland says it hopes to be the first city in the U.S. to implement this model. And the idea is pretty simple. Everything you need is within 15 minutes of where you live, either on foot, by bike, or transit. It first took off in Paris. Instead of centralized downtowns where people work and separate places where they live, why shouldn't everything be closer? Well, that reduced proximity is greener, it's more sustainable, and it creates more solidarity between neighbors. But you can't start from scratch, obviously. So it's about repurposing existing spaces. Mayor Bibb said last night it'll be about people first, not developers. Well, city planners today told me they will aim to find out how residents might want to see their community change and make sure that the city's zoning restriction policies and their policies around development align. And the first step for that is making a list.
Things like grocery stores, schools, parks, but also other things like barbershops, cafes, a general list of amenities and needs that we think as city officials, we know and have heard from residents that they want to be able to access. But the goal is for it to be iterative. We want to eventually take this model to communities and have them tell us what exactly needs or amenities they really see as being valuable that they want access to.
And while they are finding some neighborhoods have great access on paper, maybe the quality is lacking due to busted sidewalks or lack of bike lanes or bus stops. And whether it's green space we're talking about or food justice, some neighborhoods are just lacking altogether here in Cleveland. Ultimately, in a 15-minute city, not every 15-minute radius looks the same, but it serves people with opportunities to access the things they want to get to in their day-to-day lives, Jay.
It sounds like a common sense idea, but Sarah, so often implementing ideas like this, well, it becomes a massive challenge. You have to give them points for creativity and ambition, but how realistically does something like this get done?
Yeah, that's the question, right? It definitely doesn't happen overnight. It is supposed to be an ongoing process, and the city admits it is at the very beginning of this. But city planners say the timing right now is right, with funding from the federal infrastructure bill that was just passed and some other state and federal dollars that could become available. And as part of its new citywide plan, there will soon be a process for all of you to weigh in. So we'll keep you up to date as they let us know what that is as well.
All right, very good. Sarah Shook live from the newsroom. Sarah, thank you.